What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in and welcome back to the Crypto Remora. My name's Wes and I'm with, as always, S.E.C Crypto. What's up, S.E.C?
What's going on, man? How we doing?
Doing good, brother. Doing good. Guys, today we're going to be taking a look at the Bitcoin price chart. Been getting a lot of traction lately. So far, 2023 has been a good year. We want to try to keep it that way. We're also going to be looking at some stuff going on with the S.E.C, Algorand, and some stuff, you know, Gary Gensler's kind of stirring up the pot a little bit. And then we have a few MemeCoin tokens we're going to be looking at that's been gaining a lot of traction and getting a lot of hype on Twitter. We're going to give our opinions on that. So if that sounds good, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's get it. What's up, S.E.C?
I'm doing good, man. I'm looking at us. We're still at 30,300-ish on Bitcoin, and just kind of looks like we're kind of forming a bull flag again. Like we're ready for another move, man. But the move is possibly only going to be $1,000 move. If you go to the 24-hour chart,
Yeah.
You can see at the time of recording, we just on the daily. Or is that the set? Yeah. No, I mean, even if you zoom out to the weekly chart, you can see it, but it really stands out on the daily. You see the very bottom of the flagpole and the top of the flagpoles at about 30,400, and we came down, nice bull flag, and now we're getting that bounce up. So that next measured move, if you take that flagpole and bring it up, it's going to bring us to around 30,800. Now, I don't know if that's going to play out, but that's the target price, which is not a huge move. You're talking about a $600 move. You know, we're at 30,300. You know, what, $500 move on Bitcoin. I mean, I remember back in the day, Bitcoin would move $500 in like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, so the erraticness of Bitcoin has definitely calmed down a lot. I mean, even just in the last 2 years, you know, Bitcoin has become this like mature, like slow moving thing, even though it's still faster than stocks, but I mean, compared to 2 years ago, man, Bitcoin used to rip from like, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
the
yeah.
movements were so much more dramatic. And
Yeah.
so it's kind of cool to see in a way, because it's like Bitcoin's maturing and it's gaining more trust. So it's a little bit slower moving. And it's a little bit sad in a way, because you lose some of that volatility. But I guess it's pretty good because you don't get that hard drop. But
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking bullish on the daily. I think it's still strong. I don't think we're going back down to that $20,000 level. I think if you missed that run, you had plenty of chances to accumulate. If you didn't accumulate down there, you know, I feel sorry for you. But you know, I know on the Crypto Remora, we were telling you to buy. We were buying.
Yeah.
So lesson learned. You know, if you missed that dip, went down at 15K, 20K, you didn't get in. You were on the sidelines, and you're still on the sidelines. I don't know if that's the best place to be, but you know, not financial advice. You got to do what's right for you. But me personally, I'm glad I was not on the sideline. I'm glad I went in a little bit, and yeah, that's how I'm feeling right now. How about you?
Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm bullish on Bitcoin, crypto in general. You know, as long as you're in the right projects, man, you're gonna do fine. And you know, just DCA, that's the best way. I'm actually on CoinMarketCap, and I'm looking at the 3-month chart. You know, we're putting in that ascending, broadening wedge. You know, it looks like the megaphone coming up. So if you're looking at the 3-month chart, you can see what I'm talking about. It looks like if we do pull back from that, you know, we could be looking at 28.6, moving on to the 1 month. At the end the last week, you can really look at the 7-day chart, but you can see that rounding bottom, and it actually looks like it's putting in a cup and handle. So
Oh, I see the cup and handle big
yeah,
time.
yeah. So we could come down and go back to 29. I mean, there's some support between 29, 28. So that could definitely happen. It wouldn't be unusual for it to happen. So I'm keeping an eye on that. Short term, if you are a trader, that could be something that you're looking at. But Bitcoin has been the best performing asset year to date so far. So, looking at Glassnode, man, I like to look at Glassnode and some of these other, fundamental and analytical, platforms. And Glassnode is a good one. I was looking at it earlier. Bitcoin, you can see, been the best performing asset year to date. The weekly returns have reached plus 36%. And it's actually posted the strongest quarterly return since the October 2021 highs, dude. So very cool, mega bullish. And also another interesting one that I was looking at, a development that happened, is the correlation between, gold and Bitcoin. They're looking for a safe place ever since these banks, ever since, the stuff happened with the banks. Excuse me. People are looking for a safe place to put their funds, and obviously gold's going to be in that list, as a store of value. But now Bitcoin is also at the forefront of a lot of investors' minds. People have lost trust in the banking system since the banking collapse, and this really suggests that the appreciation for Bitcoin in this asset class and the respect is elevating in the store of value territory. So really cool. I think that a big driver behind the beginning of this little run that we're having is definitely the CPI numbers, the inflation numbers coming out last week. Definitely kind of kicked this off. Ethereum had the Shapella update. That went smooth. A lot of people thought that Ethereum was going to tank, and they sold their ETH. Like, this is bullish, man. This Shapella thing is mega bullish, dude. And yeah, man. And also, Solana actually surprised everybody and ran up pretty hard too, man. So, and they have that Saga phone or something coming out. So, just I'm keeping an eye on a lot of this stuff, man. But Bitcoin is definitely a way to go, man. If you want to play it safe, a good store of value, definitely stick with Bitcoin and DCA is my opinion. So, moving on, man. What else we got?
So moving on to one of the main topics here, we've got PayPay. Is that how you say it? You say it PayPay, right?
PayPay, yeah.
So I know I missed this boat. I woke up and got on Twitter, and everybody and their brother was talking about PayPay token. I'm like, I thought it was an Arbitrum native token at first. I think it's a layer 1. I'm not 100%, but yeah, it's taken everything by storm.
Yeah.
And just everybody was going nuts about PayPay. I wasn't sure if it was my club PayPay that was pumping. I was like, oh, okay. Or if it was that PayPay gambling one. What's that? Winner token. But it's apparently it's a completely different one. It's just straight up PayPay token. It says it launched Sunday. It ran over 21,000% in the last 3 days.
Jesus, dude.
Right, raking in $30 million in trading volume on Uniswap and reaching a market capitalization as high as $33 million on Tuesday morning. So, yeah, a lot of responsible investors in this market going hard on PayPay token. But congratulations. If you guys caught that pump and you were a part of that, congratulations. We didn't get that one, but we had to talk about it because it's definitely taking the market by storm right now. They're claiming to be the next Doge and the next Shiba Inu meme token.
Yeah.
So they're positioning themselves pretty big on Twitter right now.
Yeah.
What did you see that one a little late too, or
yeah?
How did you?
Yeah, the PayPay. I saw it the first time I heard about it was yesterday. Late evening, and And guys, a win is a win, no matter what the project is. If you're, there's a difference, man. Like, there's projects you can get into because you believe in them and you believe in them long term. And there's projects that you can get into and make money. I mean, this is one of those that I don't know much about it, so I don't want to speak on it too much. But this definitely would have made you money. Like, making money is okay. You know what I mean? Don't feel bad to buy into a shat coin and make money. Like, don't feel bad about that, man. You're here to make money, and this is what it's all about. Now, I will say, just be careful. You got to be careful, man. There's, the trading volume. They said 30 million in trading volume, and meme coins, you got to be careful, especially ones that just come out, because if they're a honeypot, they're going to have a trading volume. It looks like people are trading and selling their tokens, and then you get in and you can't sell your tokens. And what that is that's the team buying and selling their tokens to bump the trading volume up, and to make it look like you can get in and out. And what happens is you get in, but you can't sell because the team is, buying and selling. So you just got to be careful with things like that. This is one that kind of popped up that, we just had to talk about real quick. But definitely be careful.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with what Wes said. You're in this to make money. That being said, if you're watching the episode now, chances are you're too late. You already missed Pepe. You already missed that initial pump. So do not go out and FOMO, guys. If you see it, that's the worst mistake you can make, is going on here after you see a video or after you watch one of your influencers or YouTuber or whatever.
Yeah.
Is to see a project and then start to FOMO, because you got that, dog chasing car mentality of trying to chase every pump after it's already pumped.
Yeah.
And that's the exact opposite of what you want to do. You don't want to do that. So make sure that even if you're watching this and you're seeing it and you're like, oh yeah, the fundamentals look good. No, they don't.
No, they don't.
No, they don't. They do not. You're seeing a green candlestick go up.
Yeah.
And you're doing a dog chasing a moving car. Don't do that. If you really want to get in, I would wait for a pullback. Wait for a serious pullback, not just your FOMO pullback. Like, oh, I've waited, and that's long enough. I think that you've got to constantly sharpen your skills as an investor. You have to train yourself to not FOMO, and it's tough because and on to the next segment, which is are we going to talk about Gensler? Or you want to talk about the ARBDOGE yet?
Whatever. We can talk about the ARBDOGE. I mean, we're talking about the memes. Yeah.
Let's just go right into ARBDOGE, because if you got the airdrop, guys, for Arbitrum, you should be eligible. You just go to ARBDOGE.ai, I believe is the website, and you connect your wallet, and they gave us a airdrop on ARBDOGE, and then you could stake it directly from the website, which was really cool.
Yeah.
And I think I recompounded 3 times before it let me. It stopped me from recompounding. So I got my little brother to do it too. I got him to go claim his Doge, and I told him, I said, just let it rack up all day long before you recompound it. And because he was like, well, I just got 500,000 of them. I say, yeah, don't do that. Let it add up and then try to recompound it. So the percentage is dropping like most LPs do, most liquidity pools. Yeah. They drop the percentage as more people come in, as more money comes in. So it went from about, I don't know where you saw it at. Wes, you were in on that a lot earlier than me. You were in the morning yesterday.
Yeah. Actually, it was the day before. I claimed mine on Sunday, I think it was, when I claimed mine. But, I mean, it was fractions of a penny. But when I claimed mine, it was $4. And I was like, for me, that's not worth it. I'm not going to sell for $4, whatever. It was free money. And then I went back like an hour later, it was $30. And then the next thing you know, it was $75. And then I finally sold it for like $115. And that's a win, dude. That's a win for me. And now I'm having FOMO. I'm trying not to look back. Like, you know what I mean? A win is a win, $115. I'm trying not to look back. But I do think it could go more. I mean, I think it could run a little bit longer, man. So, I don't know. I might throw like $20 into it. We'll see. But
the cool thing is you could stake it right from the same website you claimed it. And I thought, more developers followed that approach, crypto would go a lot smoother, a lot easier. Because if it's as simple as clicking a link, you're right there, connect your wallet, and then you could do everything from one tab. Thumbs up to the developers that created that website, because right from the claim site you can turn around and stake it. That's just genius. That's just smart, because you're making it easier for people. And I'm always about making crypto easier for people. So shout out to the ARBDOGE team for doing that. I think that was killer marketing, and it's easier to share on Twitter. It's easier to send to people, say, hey, here, go here. Then you could stake on the next tab. It's just I think it was great marketing.
I think it was good for the community, man. It was good for the Arbitrum community. If you got the airdrop, that means you were in Arbitrum the longest, and this is just kind of a way for projects to use their airdrop money or what have you to give back to the community. And it was a nice gesture. But again, I have no idea. I don't know anything about the team. I don't know anything about the project. So definitely do your own research. But as far as how it went so far, everything's good. No, it was no honeypot. Everything seems pretty smooth on my end, man. It seems legit. So, and I think they're about to release an NFT also for the holders. So that could be pretty cool.
Take that.
Yeah. So just be careful, guys, when you're messing with these meme coins. I can't stress that enough. So moving on. Gensler, man. What's your Uncle Gensler doing, man? What's going on with Gensler?
Well, creepy Uncle Gensler.
Uncle Gensler.
Has gotten apparently caught with his hand in the underwear drawer again. This time he's in the hot seat for scrutiny of hedge funds after bond turmoil. We're not even talking about the crypto. This guy is getting in trouble in stocks. He don't even need crypto to mess him up.
Right.
Like he's messing up in the stock world of securities, which brings me back to the original point of he needs to focus on the Securities Exchange Commission. Crypto is not a security. I don't care what people say. Oh, expectation to make money. So what? A lottery ticket is an expectation to make money. That don't make it a security.
Right.
Okay, so crypto, first of all, is not a security. Second of all, this guy needs to concentrate on his own job, and I think he should chill out a little bit. He needs to be brought down a peg or two. And I think that's what's happening. I think some people are calling for him to be fired over this stuff. And he should be, because he's not doing his job right.
I agree.
I mean, all these people lost all this money, and the mere rumor that they're going to bring FTX back, it's like an insult. It's like a smack to your face.
It is.
It's like, you kidding me? This criminal organization that got brought down, and you guys are even joking about bringing it back?
Yeah.
I mean, no. You lost. If you're a restaurant and you do bad and you fail, you fail.
Yeah.
If you're a financial company and you get caught stealing people's money and you fail, you're done.
Yeah.
You're done. You don't get a second chance. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And that's the way I feel about it. But
yeah.
Well, he's in the hot seat.
He is.
And he deserves it.
He deserves
in my
it.
opinion.
Yeah, I agree, man. There's been no kind of clarity on regulation in the crypto industry. But what is funny to me is, Gensler is still considered a professor. He's still listed as a professor at MIT, and he used to teach blockchain. So in one of the videos, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but there's a video of him, and I know you've watched all of his MIT videos, Siri, so you'll know what I'm talking about. But in the video, he is talking about Algorand and Silvio McCallie, I hope I said that right.
Shilling, dude.
Yeah, he is in there shilling Algorand. Oh, Algorand's a great project. Silvio McCallie is, a very smart guy. And then here he is, he goes on Bittrex and he put out a lawsuit on Bittrex. This is from what I understand. I'm paraphrasing, so guys, definitely look into this. But correct me if I'm wrong also. But he went on to Bittrex and I guess he filed a claim against them, a lawsuit, saying that they're selling unregistered securities and that Algorand is a unregistered security. But then there's a law within the S.E.C. code. There's a law saying that shilling a project or talking about a project is it's against the law. And here he is on video talking about Algorand, talking about how it's a great project, talking about Silvio McCallie, and now he just declared it an unregistered security. And there's a law against that. Somehow these are tying in. So he put himself in the hot seat with that whole thing. And that's not to mention the whole stuff, going on with FTX like you were just talking about, man. Like, there is a lot of stuff He needs to
Yeah.
he needs to go, man. He needs to go, dude. He's a little snake in the grass, if you ask me. It's just my opinion.
Yeah, I don't see any protection for consumers coming from this
No,
guy. I'm
man.
sorry.
No.
I mean, your job is to protect consumers at the SEC. But let's face it. I mean, even since the '80s, the SEC has been struggling with integrity and
Yeah.
doing the right
Absolutely,
thing and
man.
not breaking the laws. I mean, come on.
That's how they make their money.
Everyone knows that the SEC has been known kind of for, playing both sides of the fence. But
Yeah. That's
you know,
how they make their money, man. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say the good thing is if when we were before the show when we were trying to find stuff online about this, we're pulling it up and some of the like Coin Telegraph and stuff, they're not even talking about
Nah,
Gensler.
dude.
It's like they don't even care.
Slap
like,
on the wrist.
Crypto is just going forward no matter, and that's the other thing. I want to end on a positive note. Going forward, it's like these old clowns like Warren Buffett and Gensler, they've had their time, man. You guys had your time, right?
Yep.
You enjoyed the fruits of your labor,
Yeah.
whatever you've done in your life, you've made your money and stuff, but your time is done. Crypto is coming in, and crypto don't care about what you feel about it. Crypto does not care that
Coming, man.
it's not the way you grew up. Like, crypto does not stop because crypto is technology. So it's not going to stop or slow down for anyone, including these dinosaurs that are trying to hold on to an archaic, failing system. So move the hell out of the way. If you can't figure out how to regulate it, wait till the younger generation comes up. We'll figure out a way to regulate it. Yeah. And until then, just get the hell out of people's way and leave them alone. Stop messing with the Americans.
Yeah.
Because we're starting to get a little bit pissed off. And,
just a little bit.
We're gonna start putting you out of office because that's what's coming.
Yeah.
I mean, you had one of the guys threatening to get him fired, and you got it coming, man. You keep it up, and you're not doing your job. And if you don't do your job, and someone else can do it better than you, then you should be fired. And that's what this country needs to get back to, and stop with the games.
Yeah. I will say, did you see that video with Elizabeth Warren and Gary Gensler? How she had already gave him the questions and suggested the answers that he should give, right? So now you have Elizabeth Warren trying to build this anti-crypto army, and Gary Gensler coming after projects that he's shilled in the past, and he used to teach blockchain, and then now the IMF just came out with the UMU, which is kind of trying to replace.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah,
I did see
so
that.
a lot of stuff happening in the background. I urge you to do some research on it and just pay close attention to what's happening, man. Get out, vote. Write to your senators, whatever you got to do, man, because we got to fight back on this and be as one unit, man. So,
speaking of one unit, into our next segment here on a lighter note, Puff Dow, man, came out of nowhere, swinging hard again, and I'm glad that they're kind of taking a break because my wallet can't keep up.
Yeah.
They were doing the cross chain thing with S.E.C, I think that's how you say it. So let's back the truck up for a minute. Just on good old fashioned NFT FOMO, one day I saw El Chapo post a little red fluffy thing with a yellow background, and he said, "I just scooped this." And so out of FOMO, I just said, "Oh God, what did Kevin get here? What did El Chapo scoop?" And it was a Puff Dow. So I scooped one. And just not thinking anything about it, and then it turned into this, thing where a lot of people were getting airdropped some Puff Dows. People were getting airdropped some Club Pepe was the next one to come out that they made, and then everyone was getting all these eggs in their wallets and then getting them hatched. There was giveaways. I mean, they were being loud on Twitter, as Wes calls it. And now, yesterday, I wake up and they have a token out. Oh my God. So whether you feel good or bad about Puff Dow, you have to give them the credit and the respect of these guys are grinding, man. Whoever is really behind this Puff Dow, they are putting a lot of stuff out in a very short amount of time, and they are not stopping. Like, they have zero chill. So I'm a Puff Dow holder. I'm glad. And we are Puff DAO holders, me and Wes. I would say we have one in the wallet. Trying to kind of twist his arm a little bit to scoop another one up, and I think you said you're going to when we get another dip, right?
Yeah, like it needs to go way below 100 for me to buy one.
So
Not gonna lie, man.
he's gonna scoop one, but we both hold Club Pepe. We do have the Puff DAO, and then we both hold the ZK Edge out, which is when you bridge over to ZK Sync. It's another project that they're working with. We scooped that up, and I was kind of trying to chill, man. But then, I think you even told me, you said, "Did you see Puff got a token out?" So, oh, great. Now I got to scoop some of that up. So yesterday was a busy day, man, between ARBDOGE and the Puff token coming out. I had to FOMO into that a little bit. I didn't go too heavy. It just, $20 or something. Just to have some in the wallet because I hold all these other things. There's a couple people a little upset that Puff DAO didn't do an airdrop. And I get that. Look, even being involved because, I'm putting more out than I'm getting in. Well, I can't really say that. I won a meme contest, and I got a good amount of Club Paypays for that meme contest. But, I guess all I have to say about that is, I do like Puff DAO saying, don't expect anything from us. We have no roadmap, which also means they don't owe you anything. So, in a way, it's like, yeah, you should get an airdrop as a holder. But look, I hold everything that they've put out, and I scooped some of the Puff token. I felt the same way. It's like, oh, why didn't we get some? But at the same time, you don't know what they got planned. I mean, look, these guys are going on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. When you laid your head down to go to sleep last night, these guys were waking up and already trying to get the token listed. Like, I mean, that's a lot of work, man. Like, just trying to scoop a token is a lot of work. Trying to find the address and all this stuff. So, shout out to those guys for building. I'm excited to see what they do.
Yeah.
And
that my personal opinion on them is a little different, man. I've always been a little cautious of them. I think when they just had the Puff DAO, the original Puff DAO, I was like really bullish on them, and I really wanted one. They were being loud, like I said, on Twitter and just kind of blowing up the community, which is great. And then, they released the Club Paypays. I'm sorry, I think the artwork is terrible. That's just my opinion. I'm just putting that on record. This is my personal opinion.
Oh, they're not good looking.
They're not.
I mean, they're
and then you go from the Puff DAOs to the Club Paypays to the ZK AGAIN. I don't even know what those are, man. But we got some because we held the Club Paypays or whatever. And then they, to ZK Sync. A lot of people are going to ZK Sync because just like Arbitrum, they're a growing chain and they're probably going to do an airdrop. So, and then a few days afterwards, then you come out with your Puff token. But then again, no roadmap, no nothing. So a lot of people are very cautious. I'm being cautious of them. I have no idea what they're doing, no idea who they are. But they are loud on Twitter, and you could make money on it. So that's the thing, is like, that's what, going back to what I said, you can make money on anything. That's what you're here for. I would imagine so. That's why you're here. So if you can make money on it, man, you get a good entry on it, and you feel good about it, then go with your gut. That's the best thing you can do. The number one thing you can do, go with your gut and stick to a plan. Okay? So, yeah, $20 here, $20 there into something, it's not bad. Don't beat yourself up over that. But definitely do your own research on these things, guys, for sure.
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody out there that made a little bit on this last couple weeks, man. Congratulations, especially Arbinauts. All the crew, Lambo, Shred, Brainsy, the whole crew, man. Got to do the shout outs. And because it's been a hell of a ride, man. We've been putting in work we've been grinding for 6 months on the Arbitrum thing. So it's good to see everybody is in the green and everybody's taking their airdrops. Everybody's getting into liquidity pools, or they're buying the NFTs they wanted. I see a lot of people posting smalls and like, oh, I finally got a small, and it's like, congratulations to everybody, because if you've been with us since the beginning, if you've been with Arbitrum, you've been there before the airdrop, and you've been checking all these projects out before they were popular or getting big on Twitter. So that's part of being a good investor, is knowing what you're getting into early and having confidence and actually pulling the trigger and going in hard on something. That is what makes you an investor versus a gambler.
Yeah.
So, congratulations to all the Arbinauts out there, for sure.
Yeah. I think next show, man, there's a lot of new projects that have kind of hit the scene on Arbitrum, liquidity pools, different things like that. I would like to go over some of those things where you can actually use your Arbitrum if you got the airdrop. There's different liquidity pools, and you know, a lot of people are looking for these liquidity pools to get more Arbitrum because, dude, Arbitrum is gonna freaking moon, dude. When we start taking off, it's gonna moon, man. I could see a nice return on that. So I would like to be staking it in a liquidity pool and trying to get more to accumulate more. So we'll definitely be looking into that and let you guys know what we find. Is there anything else you would like to go over, Siri? Before
No,
we go?
I think that we covered everything, man. That's good.
Awesome, man. Guys, just be safe. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, show us some love, and we'll give it right back. Much love to the Arbinauts, and until next time, peace out.